Monique, you pick me up when I fall and brush the dust off me. Had to take time to tell ya just what you need. When found you in my life, I don't know where I'll be. It's so extraordinary. It's so extraordinary. Something about the love you give. Something about the love you give. Can't imagine life without it. Yeah. Simple song to say. Come on. You make my soul. So cold. You make me feel so incredible. You're the source of my strength and the strength of my life. You make my soul glow. You make my soul glow. You make me feel so
can't believe that you would do me so dirty. Hit the pause button right now and press rewind. Things replay in my mind about 1,000 times. Every red flag you show me is flying high. You got the wrong one. I'm so messed up in my head I can't be sure. You might say insecure, I say trust issues. Now I'm moving different, say I'm acting new. You got the wrong one. You got me, and I can't help but wonder where would I be if I treated you different from the start and held on to the mystery of my love. You got the wrong one. If ignorance is bliss, then I'm naive. 'Cause everything you tell me I believe. You know just what to say to get to me. You've got the wrong one. I blind myself with passion 'cause I got faith. We blame it on perception just to be safe. But that's a misconception, you're taking advantage and you've got the wrong one. You got me, and I can't help but wonder where would I be if I treated you different from the start and held on to the mystery of my love. You got the wrong one. I've dreamed of love with ups and downs, but not like Speeding fast, running lights, can't concentrate, you by my side. I can't wait, we won't make it to the house tonight. Especially with you right here, right here. Gripping your thighs when I drive. So close that I can feel you now. You kissing all over me. Fuck around and make me crash out, I crash out. Pull over, I can't wait to make your legs shake. Pull over, no baby I can't wait. Pull over, yeah, baby no I can't wait. 'Cause we won't make it to the house tonight. We won't make it to the house tonight. Crazy what we can do in tight spaces. Girl, slow down because we are not racing. Take your time already in first place. Found your stride, can you keep up the pace? Stop right here. Pull over, stop right here, right here. The car will shake, legs will shake. It's been a while since I ate. Hit the brakes. Pull over. I can't wait to make your legs shake. Pull over. Baby, no, I can't wait. Pull over, yeah. Baby, I can't wait. 'Cause we won't make it to the house tonight. We won't make it to the house tonight.
Good morning. You are tuned into the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your girl, Miss Leah Renee, and I'm here with my girl, Shay K.
Hey.
And oh my God, y'all, it's 2021.
2021.
Yes, this is the first Rise and Grind Morning Show of the new year, and I'm just feeling really great. We're in a new room. We got a new look, as you guys can see.
Yes.
We have switched it up a little bit. We had a little bit of a situation over the weekend. The devil tried to come for us, but listen, we tell the devil, you are a liar.
Yes, yes, yes.
God is our provider.
Yes, yes,
God is the ultimate, the majestic, the best.
Yes.
And he's going to always make sure that any situation is taken care of. And so we had a little situation in the studio, which gave Jesse the creative vision to bring us back here into the our other studio. So now we have a whole new look, as you can see, and they got it cleaned up out there. It's nice and dry out there.
The men held us down.
Yeah, our guys hold us down as usual. What,
so
Jesse?
you introduced Shay, but you didn't introduce me?
I'm sorry, J. Cole. Oh, you got a camera on you now? I just didn't know. I didn't know we had a whole new shot. See, hey,
wait, where?
Okay, so as you guys can see to the left of me, I got my main man, J. Cole. He holds us down. He is the creative executive producer of this situation, and he keeps us in check.
We probably got to zoom in. My bunnies. I feel like my bunnies in your way.
Well, first of all, Shay, you're not in the way.
Oh, okay.
So you're okay.
Great.
Great.
So. Yeah, so how was your guys' weekend and New Year's and everything? We had a great New Year's Eve show. That was fun.
Yes,
with
it was so
Andre,
much fun.
with Dre, and with
Good
Dre
morning.
and my boy Magic Juan Plera.
Yes.
And
we had a whole little squad. The whole team was in the building.
Yeah, it was really dope. And then I got to go out and RC, our boy RC had a New Year's Eve party, a private party.
You know what? You was
I
cute.
ended up making it to the party, and
How
it was
was it?
it was, man, I had so much fun.
Really?
I'm telling you, it wasn't even a lot of people there, which was better for me because I didn't want to be,
crammed up and
so
stuff.
it was just right. It was just right. And you know what's so crazy is I went by myself because you guys, you weren't able to go, and then Jesse didn't go, so I was by myself. And there was a group of young ladies who came in together, and I was sitting at a table by myself, and they were like, is anybody sitting here? Can we sit here? And I was like, oh yeah, go ahead. And they sat down, and we literally sat there and kicked it all night long, like we all came together, like you know what I mean. So it was a real good time. Shout out to RC and everybody over there, because there was a few people who were involved with him with that, and I don't know their names, but shout out to everybody who put that event together, because it was a really dope event, and it was nice.
Able to get out
I had
there.
such a good time. So yes, how was everybody else's New Year? DeJuan, what you do for New Year's? No, I don't know actually. Wait, first of all, hold on. First of all, we got some guests. We got a guest in the building. So before we get into all of that, we got to introduce our guest, Shay.
Yeah,
you go ahead and do the honor, because this is your girl that you just came in and introduced to us, and go ahead and give her the introduction she deserves.
This is my sis, my business partner. We got our shop together. This was one of the people that I was saying it'd be so crazy about, people that surround your life the whole time, and you be having a vision and don't nobody match, and then God just put you with somebody.
Man, he aligns it, right?
Alignment for sure. We met at hair school. I didn't know she was as young as she was, because she just seemed like she was on my type of time. And we just hit it off from the jump, and then it was so crazy. We got even more connections, but we'll get into that in the show. But for right now, I got my girl, my sis. I call her T, but her name is Tamara Young, bomb stylist.
Tamara Young. Wait, I'm sorry. How did? Because I pronounced it wrong.
It's okay. Everybody do.
Tamara. Tamara Young. Woo! Yes, thank you, girl. We appreciate you stopping in. And yes, I've heard nothing but great things about you. Shay talks about you all the time. And so wait, how old are you? Because she said
I'm 22.
Wow, yes.
Young boss out here.
Young boss.
Yes.
I know that's right. That's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
And so you guys met in hair school, you guys said?
Yes.
That's dope. And
she started after me, and it's so crazy. I was just going around visiting the class and just talking to them, and we hit it off.
Wow. So how old were you when you started nursing school? How old were you when you started hair school?
I started hair school when I was 20.
Wow, that's dope. And so were you doing hair before that? Did you always know you wanted to do hair?
I literally did hair my whole life. I lived with my granny, and she could not do my hair.
So you was like, I got to get this together.
I had to figure it out.
That's what my daughter's going through right now, because, I have mixed hair. My daughter has, her dad's hair. And then she's like, don't touch my hair. And so now my daughter, she's just turned 15, and she's braiding. She asked for one of those mannequin heads for Christmas. My mom bought it for her. So she's got her mannequin head. She doing her thing. So I'm like, yeah, girl, figure it out, because I ain't gonna be able to do it.
And that's my 12-year-old. She been doing braid just like I was. I was braiding at 11.
Yeah, that's really dope.
Starting on your own head.
Absolutely. So you guys,
TJ said, talking to Mike T, you need to sit up. He said, talking to Mike T, he can't hear you.
Yeah.
Big brother on her.
Yeah, if Treese was here, he would be like, "Now this is the morning show. Now you gotta get your energy right. You gotta get your energy right. He's gonna tell you to touch the sign.
If you need some power, if you need to get that power,
and you turn around and touch that sign.
Come on,
turn around, touch it.
Yeah,
there you go. Because
she usually be
do you feel it? Do you feel it now? Do you feel it? Okay, because you gotta come on. You on the Rise and Grind morning show? You got the Rise and Grind. Okay. Yes. So you said she started after you?
Hair school?
Yeah. Okay, so when did you graduate hair school?
We graduated we graduated in October, but I clocked out in September.
Okay.
And you clocked out?
I want to say November.
Okay.
Yep,
I was gone.
So you guys graduated and finished about the same time, basically.
Yep.
And did you guys decide right away, like, I want to, like, let's go and start this? Or, like, what was the journey from hair school to Empire Studios?
We was all over the place. Like, nobody planned on getting no building, no nothing. And I want to say I was 3 weeks before my clock out, and I was just so happy. You know how they say, like, just look up stuff that you want to do. So I was already looking up houses just looking up buildings, and I was just like, let me call and let me just see. Let's see some places. And then it's so funny because I was like, I booked it with the realtor to go see the space, and I was like, I'm not going. I'm like, I'm not gonna get it, so I'm not gonna go. So I went to Burlington and I was just shopping. Did I even tell you yet? I don't even think I told you yet.
We just talked about it now, though.
No, I'm talking about when I was gonna go, that I wasn't gonna see it. Yeah, so I was like, no, I ain't gonna see it. So the lady called me. And I was like, decline. I pressed decline on the call because I'm like, I know I'm not going to get it, so I'm not going to go.
You declined the call?
I declined the call. I did.
Wow.
But then she ended up calling me back again, and she's like, Shanielle, I'm down here. We got
Hey, she was a hustler. She was on her grind. Like, hey, I need you to get to this appointment. You said you was coming. I know that's
I was
right.
like, all right, let me just go down here. Because in my mind, I'm like, I know I'm not going to get approved, so I don't even know I'm wasting my time. But let me just see what they say. So we went, we met, and I put the offer in. And she had emailed me like that same day, because you said it'd take about 2 to 3 weeks. And she emailed me the same day, like, well, the owners just said that they'll go ahead and do it. In my mind, I'm like, I ain't even done with school yet. How am I going to pay for this?
Right.
So I talked to sis. I'm like, man, what we going to do? We couldn't pass that up. That was too much of a good deal.
Definitely.
And I was nervous. I was scared.
So what happened? How did you figure out, like, we can do this?
We was like, we can do this. We just said, let's just do it. She already had good clients. Yeah, she already had good clientele. I knew I was going to be off work from surgery, so that was my biggest thing.
Right, okay.
So when she reassured me, like, no, if you ain't got it, I'm going to make sure we got it, because we can't pass.
Right. I love
pass this up. And
that's what it's like. I mean, that's what it's about, having a team. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we were just talking about that, you know, having, you know, our little, you know, we have a group text message between us partners here, and we were talking about some things that we have to take care of, you know, and I told them, you know, sometimes I feel like they don't come to me because I'm the woman in the situation, but I have to tell them, like, y'all, I'm here too, you know, I got y'all, you know what I'm saying, you got me too, like, let me know if you need anything, you know what I'm saying. So it's nice to have that team. What are you laughing? You know what, I'm tired of y'all, because y'all, you know what, because y'all be I feel like y'all be like the little brother and sister laughing at me, like, because I'm the auntie.
Sister, yeah.
And y'all ain't gonna quit laughing at me, for real. So what are you laughing about, Dewan?
She look at me and I look back at her.
So what?
Even if you don't pay attention, she be like...
She look back at you. Listen, man, you know what somebody
y'all
look
be
back
trying
at
to
you
do me, but it's cool though.
Like,
y'all be trying to do me, and I'm already hot. Like, why is it so hot in here? Like, seriously, like,
you finna start making her laugh.
But we do this all the time. I do get that look, and it just, I don't know what it is about me. It just be that look. My face cannot hide it. I've been working better with my words.
And she will stare at you till you acknowledge her. Like, when we be in serious situations, I'm real nonchalant.
Too nonchalant.
And she not. So, like, I be trying to, like, girl, leave that alone. She be like...
No, we need eye contact on this one. We need to be talking about that. And it's so crazy. I was telling her that she's an Aries and you are an Aries.
Hey, what's your birthday?
April 8th.
Hey, April 13th. Hey, Aries Nation.
Yes, and
hey, Aries run this shit.
No.
Oh, yes, we definitely do.
No, y'all
yes,
not gonna try and gang
we run it. Oh, we run it. It ain't about ganging up. It's just about facts. Aries runs it.
It's written down in black and white. Scorpio, it starts it. We are the number one. We started.
No, actually, April is before. We started.
It don't matter. No,
April is 4 and Scorpio is 11.
Okay, but Capricorn actually starts the beginning of it, but the strongest sign is really Scorpio, and it's written in black and white.
No, it's not.
And I will not be defeated.
It's not.
All my Scorpios out there, like and share this post.
Definitely not written. Aries Nation, stand up. Where my Aries at?
My Scorpios in this building.
Aries, stand up.
That's why
it's
she's
Aries
sitting
Nation.
down. That's why she's sitting down.
Stand up.
I told you I rep my sign like it's a gang out here.
I rep my sign like it's a gang too.
I be so serious about the Scorpios out here.
I'm serious too. It's very serious. It's Aries Nation.
Topics in Toledo on the Rising Ground Morning Show.
Thank you.
Going down about mine.
We needed that right there.
Hey, so we didn't do the weather and traffic though.
No, what you got?
So it's 33 degrees currently. We're gonna get to a high of 36. It's actually like feels pretty good outside, and it's hot in here.
It's
like
January, we really got
it's January. We got the window open,
I feel like God said, since we had a messed up time with Corona, I'ma just be cool with y'all on the snow, because we really ain't had none.
April. It always do.
But still, it still was been a nice mild winter though. It really ain't put us through it like it
ain't
usually
been
do.
too bad or too cold.
Yeah.
So shout out to Tiara. She said, definitely Capricorns. We are the goats.
No, I just said y'all started off because it's January, sis. Calm down. Y'all
My baby's a Capricorn. It was her birthday yesterday.
Cool. They cool.
Oh, yeah, that's
I ain't knocking nobody. They
so
cool.
happy birthday to all the Capricorns and happy birthday to my daughter. She turned 15 yesterday.
Bria. Happy birthday.
My baby. Yeah, so
happy birthday to Bria.
Thank you. As far as traffic was concerned, I know I'm jumping all over the place, but it just is what it is. This is me. You got to deal with it. No, I'm just playing. But there's no traffic incidents on the roads right now, so you guys are good. The roads are nice and dry. No wet roads out there, but still be safe. No texting and driving, and stay off people's bumpers. And quit looking at me like that, DeJuan.
See, with me, I'm looking at myself. I'm
what
smiling.
am I doing?
Look, I'm looking like this. I'm on my best behavior.
Okay, and so trending topics. What we got for trending topics? We was talking about some things before the show started.
Since we in the industry, we just got our boy out here, Larry King.
Man,
87.
yes, obviously legend, journalist and person in the media and in broadcasting and just, television and all of that. 87 years old, and he's been hospitalized in LA for COVID. And yeah, they're saying that he's had prior medical issues, which obviously they say that you're more susceptible to it if you have prior medical issues, and they say
with him being older,
and he's older, so that's definitely he's like got a kind of like a little bit of a double whammy. But they're saying that this battle has been a tough battle for him. He's battling through it right now. So let's definitely keep Larry King in our prayers. He is definitely a legend. And yeah, we just, we wish him a smooth recovery. So yeah. What else were we talking about? Oh, Tyrese. Switching gears, Tyrese the singer, he was not carjacked, but his car was stolen.
Leah, why did you say not carjacked?
No, I'm just playing. Shout out to Big Trees. That's my boy. I love him. But no, Tyrese. No, seriously, Tyrese's car was stolen from in front of his house.
I don't think his mom was cooking. I don't think he was getting a plate. I don't think Tyrese was waiting for a plate. It was
but Tyrese was at home, and his Range Rover was stolen from in front of his house.
Yep.
And basically, when they retrieved it, the young guys who stole the car had ended up in jail, right? Mm-hmm. They ended up in jail because of it, and he bailed them out. He bonded them out, and he basically said, I know these young cats was just basically they was trying to get some money, and he said, I ain't even mad at them, and he said, God is good. I wish them the best. And what else?
They still about to get hit with that book, though.
But I mean, but either way though, like he bonded them out.
That's
like,
still
that
speaks some volumes.
That speaks volumes, and whether they get booked or not, I think that experience will probably forever change them. You know what I mean? Hopefully so. I hope so.
I don't think that's gonna happen all the time. So hopefully that was just a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
And they learned their lesson from that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Tyrese was going through that, and they was reports saying that him and his wife is filing for a divorce.
Yeah.
And they only was together for 4 years.
Man.
But it's so crazy because we was just talking about Tisha and Dwayne and how they get nasty and ugly. They have both been very mature about it. They both have said good things about each other.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he made a real heartfelt message saying that he really appreciated her. She opened up his eyes to a lot of things.
Oh, that's awesome.
Only have been together for 4 years.
So they just came to terms with we're not for each other.
Mutual. But sometimes things could change though, just for them to be
that's true.
That mature about it. And hopefully, it might not go through. Look how many people that started a divorce and it really didn't go through.
Yeah.
So for it to be, mature and for them to be amicable, hopefully that they can work things out.
Yeah.
Things has just been crazy with 2020. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, so in other news, in our local news, we had barber battle over the weekend. And we got our girl Tamara here, her brother TJ, one of our most loyal listeners. Shout out to my boy TJ Johnson. We want you to call in, TJ, 419-540-3566. TJ Johnson, he's one of the dopest barbers in Toledo, and he put on a barber battle. We keep seeing all these music battles with the DJs and the the artists and stuff, so I thought that was really dope that a barber came up with that idea, like, let's do a barber battle. That was
He's
sweet.
so competitive.
I love it. That's so dope.
He is so competitive.
And so I got on and I was watching last night for a second. I didn't get to watch the whole thing because I got to sidetrack with all my kids. But
we got 12. We got 12. We got 12 of them.
Girl. But I watched for a minute and it went like when I first tuned in, when I first got on, it was probably like around 30 something people on the live. By the time I tuned out, it was like it was up to like 90 something people. I was like, wow, it was doing numbers. So shout out to everybody over there that was involved in that event. I'm sure he probably wasn't alone in getting and planning that and getting it together. So we definitely want to thank everybody who was involved in that. And I think I got my boy on the line. TJ, is that you?
It's me.
Hey, it's a family thing. So for those of you who don't know, we got TJ Johnson, one of the dopest barbers in Toledo.
Yes.
And we got his baby sister, Tamara, Young, in the building.
It's a family affair.
That's the thing about the Rise and Grind Morning Show. We keep it a family affair. You know what I'm saying? It's always a family affair. I feel like every day is a family reunion.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I love it. I have so much fun when I come in here.
Yes.
So, TJ.
Yes.
Now, what made you want to put this battle together?
So actually, I started to do this like last year, and it just was not going good, man. I had people from all over, but I couldn't get my own people to actually come out and be a part of it. So once I seen that the musicians and artists was doing it, I'm like, man, let me sit down. This might be a good thing to try to break off into actual battles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I sat down and got to calling my homeboy, and the first two said yes. But of course, we had one that actually had to drop out because of some family issues.
Okay.
But I called my boy Tyree. Tyree, like, man, I'm on it.
Yeah.
So
I love it. I love it. Yes, that was really dope. And so we had, I know that it was Tyree Crawford and Terrence Chapman, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
and so I asked you a minute ago before the show started who won, and you said you guys are still going through the votes?
Yeah, the voting process is still going. It's supposed to end at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
But I can tell you, it's looking kind of crazy.
Now, did y'all do like this?
They might be doing it again.
Is it like a people's choice type of thing? Like, who's voting?
Yeah, so the voting is open to, we left it open to the viewers, you know what I'm saying? We didn't want to be in part of judging them.
They don't want to have any bias situation going on. Right. Okay, so it's like a people's choice, like whatever the people think.
Right.
Did y'all do different type of categories, or was it just based off one haircut, or was it like designs?
Yeah, so that was gonna be my next little thing. So the first round, which I think was anything goes, right?
Okay.
Which means they could have did anything that they wanted to.
I like that.
To show their talent. The second round was anything goes with a design.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter what cut they did, the cut has to match the design. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't do a design with an off cut.
Right.
So they did their thing, man. You had to be in there to actually feel the vibe.
Right.
It was cool.
Yeah, I was feeling the vibes and I wasn't in there. I was on the live and I was feeling the vibes. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I gotta say, y'all gotta tune in, man. We gonna do this for the next 2 months, and then we actually gonna break off to a full barber battle.
So TJ.
So it's gonna be lit.
TJ.
Yes, sir.
When's the next battle?
The next battle is going to be January 17th. It's going to be Ray Parker versus Ray Cass.
Oh.
We're calling it the Ray Affair.
I was about to say, the Ray.
So what if we did this? What if the 419 Grind came and streamed it on our live show?
That'd be dope. I would love it.
Okay.
Yes, that'd be so fun. I'll come in.
Yes.
Get on the mic a little.
I'll be the one holding the sign. Round one.
Right.
Sign girl.
The ring girl. Yeah, let's make that happen.
That'd be fun.
So you said January 17th. What day of the week is that?
That's a Sunday.
Oh, that's perfect. Yep,
all
that's
the battles
perfect.
are going to be on Sunday.
Oh, that's perfect.
It'll be Sunday afternoon.
Absolutely, that's perfect. Well, I can't wait.
Yes.
I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, and y'all know I got to shout out my sisters, Sherry and Tamara.
Hey,
Yes,
family
absolutely.
for sure.
Yes. So, hey, let me ask you this. You said you guys are going through the votes, right? What's that experience going to be like? Are you guys going to do like some sort of live, like to announce the winner? How's that going to go?
Yeah, so after we get all the votes tallied up, I'm going to go live.
Maybe we should have you come on the show. Maybe you should come on here and announce the winner. Yeah, I want you to come in here, and then don't you think you should come in?
So we do it tomorrow. You said 10
when are you guys
tonight
gonna do it?
or 10 o'clock this morning?
If you want me to come on the show, I can do it tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely. Who do we have coming in tomorrow?
We got a female barber coming in tomorrow.
Oh, that's dope. So yes, absolutely, that's perfect.
Female barber.
Yeah, my girl
perfect.
Maya Hughley. She'll be in tomorrow. Female barber.
Okay, yeah. So come in tomorrow.
That's crazy because I'm actually looking for 2 female barbers.
Wow, look at God. Look at God. Look at God.
Alignment. That's going to be dope. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So yes, TJ. So tomorrow, make sure you come in, do the show with us, and we're gonna announce the winner on the show.
Dope.
Okay, Leah, just inbox me the address and I'll be there.
I got you.
Yeah, that's gonna be amazing. I can't wait.
All right. Well, thank you so much for calling in, TJ.
Eat some donuts in front of the day.
I don't want none. My teeth working steadily in my stomach. I told them I can't do no donuts right now.
Yeah, we on a diet, man. We dieting.
I'm not on a diet.
I'm not on a diet. I'm just on a healthier. We not on a diet. We on a healthier lifestyle.
Yeah, healthier life. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. Yeah.
Okay. Well, remember that when you're drinking and smoking.
Anyway, man.
I got the detox tea form. It don't even matter.
Okay, if you want your stomach bubbling on there, go ahead.
That's what it's supposed to do. That's cool.
I feel like if we on a healthier lifestyle, but we just indulge in certain things
balance.
Sometimes. We straight.
I be eating a little bag of hot Cheetos sometime, and I follow up with an apple and some nuts and everything else.
Good stuff.
Pause.
Right.
We need a pause button. We need one of them.
We'll have to get one of those for 2021. Y'all know what I meant.
Well, TJ, we appreciate you. We thank you for putting this event on and starting such a dope thing in the city because you are a visionary for that. This is new. This is something that hasn't been created before, and you did it, brother. And I salute you for that.
Yes.
And we definitely, the 419 Grind and the Rise and Grind Morning Show, want to be a part of it. So we are definitely going to team up and collaborate and make this big. You know?
Yeah. Definitely.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. See y'all tomorrow.
All right.
Have a good one.
Have a good day.
Can we like?
Yeah, you too.
Oh snap! Can we like go like a little political just for a little bit?
Okay, what you got?
What you got for us?
Yesterday, as I'm sitting in the actually a Clubhouse group chat, like listening to some stocks and stuff.
Okay.
I was thinking like, I know we got like financial classes and stuff in school when we was growing up, but like we ain't never had no classes that taught us about stocks. Like, why is that?
Yeah, that is kind of crazy, huh?
Why they don't put like classes in the schools to make us teach about stock, make us learn about
That's
stock?
a good idea. I think that would be great. And
We need that. We need credit.
They teach you how to be a worker though. They teach you how to be a worker, but they won't teach you how to be a boss.
Yeah. But that's even with the history. And you were saying they, teaching us about Christopher Columbus, teaching us about stuff that.
I mean, it's what they say. At the end of the day, it's like we are programmed. They're programming us to think and believe what they want us to think and believe. Yeah. And it's been like that since the beginning of time. That's why so many people, and I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a spiritual person. I am a Christian, but a lot of people, that's why a lot of people have a problem with Christianity, because they say that, that the slave owners and the people that were the slave owners, that they used Christianity as a way to control,
I got a problem with
the slaves. And so, that's like, I don't know. They've been, since the very beginning of time, they've been programming us to believe and think what they want us to believe and think. And that's just what it is. And now, because I think social media, with the development of technology and social media, that has put a microscope on everything. So now people and things are getting exposed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why now we have this, now we're able to be like, wait a minute, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Well, back in the day, all we had was encyclopedias. There was no Wikipedia. You know what I mean? There was no Google. You know what I'm saying? So like now you can Google any damn thing. You know what I mean?
Shout out to our girl Damo. She said, stay tuned, Dawn.
Yeah, shout out Damo. Okay, Damo. Okay, shout out to Financially Lit.
You see, they got trademarks, so they about to be doing some things.
Yes, shout out to Financially Lit. They've been trademarked and they are doing some big things.
Yeah, so
they got some big things in the works. So
Damo, if you get a classroom, man, call me.
Yes, me too, Damo.
That's why she said stay tuned.
And then of course, shout out to Dr. Vic, because he definitely gives classes as well, on stocks and everything like that. So you can definitely, reach out to Dr. Vic at any time, and he actually has classes too right now that you can take. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely just haven't put the time in. You can go on his
website and get them, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. So
I was gonna say he doing most podcasts too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just haven't haven't, I haven't set aside the time for that yet, but I definitely am.
Me too.
And, so shout out to Financially Lit, because that is what they're about, is, teaching stocks and talking about credit repair and talking about just being financially free. So yes,
and
shout out to my girl Damo and Brian over there.
Our kids that type of thing. So.
I've been putting the whole family on. I'm like, listen, Mom, if you don't go put $10
right.
Like, we trying to be generationally rich.
Yes,
Like,
and break those generational curses. So that started with us.
Okay, Damo says her and Vic got something in the works. So that right there is gonna be a collaboration out this world.
That's that alignment.
That's gonna be a collaboration out this world.
We gonna be sitting front class with our notes and pens.
Yes, we are.
Remember we was back there in this office with our notes
Absolutely.
and stuff. We're like, can we get a printout? Like, I was taking pictures of the screen and everything.
Yes. Well, we just had another guest come in the building, so we definitely want to give an introduction. Go ahead, Shay.
Yes, we got our makeup artist here in the building, Miss Asia Monique.
Yes, Asia Monique.
This is another one that we just met in hair school.
Yes, okay, so you guys all went to hair school together?
But she went before us.
No,
okay.
What happened? Okay,
what happened was
you were a student first.
I was a student, but I met them when I was working.
Okay, so you went there what year?
Ooh.
Scoot up a little bit. I can't see you.
2015.
2015?
Yeah.
That's when you graduated?
That's when I went.
Okay.
I graduated 2017.
Okay, cool. And so then you went back and got a job there?
Mm-hmm.
When did you start working there?
2018.
Okay, and then they were now in school.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys all linked up and
kind of mesh.
Yeah, kind of mesh. Just that energy.
Talking daily, they telling me they ups, they downs during school. We kind of just together.
Yeah. Okay, that's what's up. And so when you guys, so you still work at Paul Mitchell?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so does she work in the studio with you guys then, or are you guys?
That's the transition we're trying to do now.
Okay, got you. From where are you transitioning from?
Usually I was at my house.
Okay.
So I made a little studio in my house.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I want to do it outside of my house because COVID and I don't know people. So I'd rather do it in the actual.
And that girl is licensed now.
Yes.
Don't just downplay it. I was about to say, don't just downplay it like you was just in the living room and you just thought about it. Like, no, you became licensed finally.
Yes.
And got it together. And she's legit and shop ready now. So
that's what's up. I love it. So now you are transitioning into moving into their shop.
Yeah.
And you guys are all going to be working together. Mm-hmm. That's dope. So, my niece, I tell them my niece is, she just started at Paul Mitchell. And so she's there. She just started in November. And
are they back in?
Yeah, they didn't really have like a break. Like they literally went till Thursday, like the day before Christmas. And then they ended up, and then they...
Because they went virtual for a little bit,
really, a hot second.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, she's not been virtual.
She must have just started.
She started in November.
Yeah. But they was virtual back when COVID first started.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So
because they wasn't even accepting clients
at all.
They wasn't even allowing clients in. I was like, thank God we went and got done because ain't no way.
I would not be out of school right now.
Because it's hour for hour. Like you know how nursing school you can still submit your stuff. No, if you miss hours, you still have to make those.
Right. That's what she talks about that a lot. She talks about
your clock out date back, and I was like, I am not standing here longer than what needs to be done. I was done a month early.
Yes.
So tell her don't miss.
That's it. Yeah.
Trying to do the makeup hours.
Oh, that's what she be.
She's calling me like, sis, are you coming to school today? I'll be there.
And I used to be front and center, like, get here. I cannot.
There early.
Yeah, I used to be there. Open up the doors.
They know. Don't book me nothing before 10 o'clock.
Right. I had all of them sitting on my. I used to be mad because they'd give me her clients. Where is you at? Because I do not feel like doing this right now.
I'm still in the
bed. She's that's her big thing is makeup as well. You know what I'm saying? So she's definitely. I'm gonna have to connect y'all so you can maybe teach her a few things. You know, because she's full blood Mexican. You know, so I think that it would serve her a good benefit to like meet with a African American makeup artist and someone who can teach her how to do exactly all that type of stuff. So I'm gonna definitely connect you guys because she needs a mentor. You know what I mean? So I think that would be dope. So how long have you been doing makeup? When did you start?
Okay, let me think. Maybe like 2013. Wow. And then
was it just like it was kind of like you loved makeup and you just started playing around with it?
I was in college. So I was like, okay, let me dabble with makeup. And then I graduated from college and I was like, okay, why don't we just go to hair school, trying to dabble in that.
Quit
see
playing.
If they teach me more. Got there, they didn't really teach makeup,
I was
and I was like,
I didn't know if we was touching on that.
No, I definitely was touching on that.
Wait, what did you just say?
they don't really teach you about certain things.
Okay, this is so funny that you just said that, because my niece was just on the phone with a couple of the girls in her class, and they were like all venting to each other.
We're not learning. You're not
They
learning.
were all venting about the fact, my niece said that in her tuition, in the curriculum, she's supposed to learn how to do lashes or something.
Lash extension.
And they basically are telling them that they're not going to teach them. They're going to something. You're
going to pay for it.
And she said that it's supposed to be included. It's included in the curriculum. It's in the tuition. Like we're paying for it. No, it's
that's
not
a way to gain students.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that was the thing about why we need to teach this. So
look,
crazy.
hey, I see another business coming up, y'all. Y'all need to start the first black hair school.
That's already
our dream.
Open up a hair.
Yes.
Because they don't.
I knew it was somewhere in the air.
It wasn't, but because they don't teach us, you're only really there to get that paperwork.
Yeah, to get the
You're trying to do
You
us.
do learn color though. Like
That's
color,
it.
you do
And you have to
learn.
want to know how to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to. At first, I thought that's what I wanted to do, and I was like, "What?" And with the this and that,
After bowl number 2, you'll be like, yeah, I've been doing your hair for 4 hours.
Yeah, no, it just was not for me. I thought I liked color, but I definitely didn't.
Yeah, I want to say shout out to all the viewers and listeners that are tuned in right now. We appreciate you guys tuning in every single day, because we can't do this without you. Let's see who we got on the live. First of all, my girl, I want to say hello to Cheryl Williams, because she came and visited the studio last week and got her T-shirt that she won. Okay. And I love her. I love the fact that she's tuning in. She's like supporting us. She's sharing stuff, and then she inboxed me. She's been inboxing me about some beautiful black women that got things going on. Beautiful black women entrepreneurs. And yes, Cheryl, I see you said, how does a guest get on the 419 grind? You have some black women entrepreneurs out of the Colors Gallery on Detroit Avenue and Monroe Street. So yes, me and you, we can definitely talk about that. I would definitely like to get them on here, because I got your messages and I definitely looked at them, and I was looking at the videos and stuff like that, and we definitely need to get them in here too. So yes, inbox me and we will definitely get them on.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have art week.
Yes, art week.
We're doing something fun, and we're trying to do every week a spotlight and a different type of
slap.
Yes. So Shay came up with this great idea for us to do themed weeks going into the new year. So this week is Beauty Week. So that's why we have our beauty stylist in here, and then we're gonna have some barbers, and we're gonna have my girl, my nail tech, Aisha. She's coming in.
Yes.
So so it's gonna be a great week. And then next week we have
workout week,
fitness week.
Yeah, fitness
so
week.
we're gonna be doing all things fitness, and then the week after that is what?
Did we decide if we're gonna do the restaurants or?
I'm not sure. We haven't decided yet. So maybe
restaurant
either
week and boutique week.
Okay, yeah. And then what was the one we just said? Art week. So then we can have art week. So
and then we're gonna have a medical week too, because remember
medical week. Yeah.
Yes. So we got
that's what we're doing. So we got a lot. We got a lot of great things coming up. We got a lot of. We're gonna be bringing in a lot of people. You know, we're trying to showcase all the talent in our city and in our community. So
use our platform to show that people that is out there. Like you said, we got young people doing. You want to know who teaching this and who doing that. We connecting the dots. We being able to bring people in that are doing great things that our community that we can use in for the resources. So I'm excited about that.
Yes. And I want to say to my girl Tiara Armstrong, you know, I interviewed her when me and Cherie first started our podcast, Real Table Talk. It actually started as Fire and Ice podcast when I first came home from Arizona. Now it's been a couple years now. So it was in 2019. And I interviewed Tiara Armstrong, Hearts to Hearts. She has Heart to Hearts. It's a
I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, so it's a mentorship program for young ladies, and I interviewed her on my show, and we definitely got to get her on here. Tiara, you know I got to get you on here, girl, because we need to talk about what you got going on and everything with the young ladies in the community. Because me and Shay, you know, we sit and we talk about just the things we want to work on and how we want to get involved and just being mentors and being.
We don't have a mental health week too.
Yeah, so definitely Tiara. I'm gonna be reaching out to her. Who?
A few months ago. Tiara was.
Oh, okay, so, dope.
She's familiar with us.
Yeah. So we definitely got to get her in here. And then shout out to my boy Ty too, because Ty, they do a lot of collabing together, because Ty has the his mentorship program for his kids, so and my daughter was in it. So shout out to both of them. They're doing really great things with the kids, and I appreciate that, because we need that out here. And so what else we got going on?
I'm sorry.
I just want to say that I've been knowing Asia since she was like
Little.
right, like
Y'all go way back.
yeah.
Like
He knows my dad.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
me and her dad were business partners when I did the music studio. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. So what do you guys have going on at Empire Studios? Like, are you guys have any, like, do you do events? Is COVID stopping stuff? Like, what, or do you guys just, like, you know what I mean? Like,
It
what?
kind of, how you feel like it kind of slowed down some?
I honestly think COVID revamped our whole mind. COVID was probably the best thing that ever happened to us. We remodeled a shop top to bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we did. Yes,
yeah.
I forgot. How could I forget about that?
I don't know.
Yeah, 'cause we started off trapping in there, and it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Trap.
And we had already had planned in our mind before COVID hit. We was like, for our year anniversary, we want to have a nice revamp and
Yeah.
stuff. Because our floors looked crazy. If you seen our, I should have had our before and after pictures
For
put
real.
up.
It's a total difference.
We was in there trapping for like a whole year, and so COVID had hit. And we was like, forget it, we still doing it. And so we was like, we putting it down. That's why they say put it plain down on paper and put a date on it. And you cannot go past that. We said this is a date. We got to work it out. And we went through what?
Oh my
hoops and
goodness.
hot waters and
I
hells.
definitely
And
would say being a woman in business without men. So like we not in relationships. We don't have like men. We got played so much.
we definitely did. They started, got half the money, and we ain't see them since. And that happened about
What?
3 times.
What was the company?
They wasn't even companies.
Name 'em.
That was our problem.
Name names.
That was our problem.
who
Was
did
no
the
It
work?
was
Let me
companies.
find out.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
wasn't
who did the
companies.
work?
It was like how we posted.
It was
and people-
guys that
Yeah, they
just
was
came
all-
through
Yeah.
and took y'all money. Who was
Man,
it?
y'all should have.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. I'm lost.
We,
Y'all should have went and got the strap.
we needed you back then.
Wait, so what
Look,
happened?
TJ even know.
What
TJ had
happened?
to come through.
I
He
was
said we
calling
went
my
through
brother
him.
every day, like, brother.
Wait a minute. What happened?
People would start jobs. They would start jobs. So first off, we would have set prices, you know, the consultation. They would come, it'd be a whole different price. Like, dang, where you do that math at? I thought we call it, sis, didn't they say?
They
would
changed
start-
prices. They changed everything that they was doing.
They would
Like,
did
just-
The people who were supposed to be like working on your
Yes,
place.
yeah.
You know, that's so crazy because I had like my girl, she was working on her house and she said the same thing. Like it's sad. It's
It's
sad.
so hard
It's
being a
sad
woman.
that, like
Yeah.
it's really messed
It's
up
even
like that.
crazier because it was black people.
Yeah, we tried to support our people, and it was crazy. Then they got
They don't understand. They don't
TJ?
care. Have no respect.
Who was that? He's,
Yeah.
that-
Mm-hmm.
Probably TJ.
Yes, TJ, what's up?
Man, I had
Yes,
they
yes.
is not lying.
Yes.
Thank you, TJ. We went through it.
So TJ, what did you see them
Leah.
experiencing from the outside in? And how was that as a big
Okay,
brother
from
having
the-
to see
from
your
the-
sister go through that?
You know, from the outside in, they were two mature young ladies trying to get their business on. And yeah, like they said, they just got taken advantage of. But had they listened to me,
what
it
you,
wouldn't have been that.
what you say? What did I listen to? What I say? What you say?
I told them, you don't never get nobody no money first. You always let them do their work first.
That's the
But so
But
like,
what's the
I
deposit?
think
You
that
pay
everything
your
of doing
deposit.
here because I require deposit. You not booking with me
So
without
that-
giving me
yeah.
my 20%.
Right,
So
right,
it was
right.
just a deposit?
Right, you
So
pay
they-
your deposit, but you never pay them in full.
We only pay half.
Yeah,
but
we-
still,
yeah,
but
we didn't
now,
never pay
after
nobody
paying
in full.
half. We would have to pay more
Work,
because
yeah.
somebody is going over somebody else's work. So
Right.
now it's like we coming out triple
right.
Yeah.
the money
Yeah.
in the middle of a
they-
pandemic.
the people they had didn't know what they was doing. I had to come in there and do some stuff. Listen to Tamara fussing and crying. Jay crying.
Definitely
It,
did
it
come
was
right
definitely
in.
frustrating
Sit with
because
me.
when you own that time and you be like, you need everything to go smooth, especially because we had got quotes prior to even start working. So we like, cool.
6 months.
6 months before. And then everything
Yeah.
changed. And we like, well, hold on now. And we didn't get no leeway. We was one of the businesses that didn't get no leeway to where he was like, the landlord worked with us on our rent. That was not over
Yes,
there.
that young man said
So
we
we
figure it out.
over.
So we still had to pay that on top of people playing us and starting over and starting
Wow.
over and starting over. Like we was
So
in
y'all ain't
tears.
gonna put these people on blast?
we gonna let him
You
live.
might as well put them on blast.
I feel like we should put them on blast.
You don't need to do that.
They lucky I don't know the name. I put them on
I don't
blast.
even remember the
We need to
names.
warn other
We
people
had-
about them.
We
Like,
had Day Day, Ray Ray, and
come on, man. You should have known better.
Day Day and
Come
Ray
on.
Ray.
It was the okay. We don't know nobody, so it was the who could do my floors.
that's what I
And then
said. We
everybody
made
said,
posts.
they
That's what I said. They made the post.
When you do that,
So did y'all go like look at they work?
Yes, we did.
And one of the guys was my maintenance guy for my house that the landlord brought, and he even played it. And that was crazy. I always made sure he had juice. Every time he comes to the house, he was my landlord worker. Because that's all he wanted was apple juice.
What kind of juice was it?
He would like the apple. He liked the apple juice,
okay.
But he was so
clearly wasn't the right type of juice.
I lived there for 4 years, and he always came through anytime.
It wasn't the juice that
And
he
we
wanted.
lived in the same. So me and Shay, that's the house that Shay lives in right now. I grew up in.
That was
I lived
another
there
connection,
my whole
but we
life.
didn't know that.
So he was her maintenance man. He was our maintenance man. So we
Wow.
thinking like, oh, we like,
Yeah, he was locked in.
Yeah, he
You
didn't
can't
get work.
trust the
Thought he was in
business,
line. He thought he was in line, and he do everything in the
never
house.
trust the
He
maintenance
locked us
man.
out. He threw away the
That's
key.
crazy.
Tell him again, Dewan. Never trust the
Man, you don't
maintenance
never
man.
trust the maintenance man.
Why? That's what his job was, the maintenance, the stuff. What do you mean?
Man, that's so
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, he played us.
The maintenance man got the money and dick.
Wow.
But you want to know what's so crazy? He was mad we wouldn't give him the rest of
The
the
other
money,
half of the money
to go
without being
dump.
done.
So he just said forget it and left our tiles because we
Really?
had got
Yeah, he left
ceilings
the
like
tiles.
these done,
Ain't-
but we got the
Say,
plain ones.
Tamara, ain't that the man that left the tiles and the tiles got wet?
That's what I was telling
The mayor
Jesse.
called me for like a week.
Yes, that's what I was just telling Jesse
Fine.
right now. So we had these type of ceilings, but we wanted the all white plain ones. So he gave us a quote for those, and it was like, okay, you get half now and half later. And at the time, our space only had a real small dumpster, so we didn't have room for that. And so, this type of material will dissolve when it's wet. So he like,
Hey,
well, I need somewhere.
Hey,
Yeah.
Tamara, what about the guy at the bookstore?
Wait, I
Damn,
gotta
folks
finish.
put up the
I
light.
know we didn't even get through the tiles yet. We didn't get through the tiles yet.
Up on
TJ
him.
wanna tell all
Yeah, see, that's right. That's what we ain't get to the
be
time yet. So the guy did it the one time. He dumped it with no problem. The second time, he like, well, this is too big for my truck. Now, mind he had a big open truck. I need the rest of the money to dump this. And we was like, why do you need money to dump this?
What?
Just set it in and our trash day was like, what, the next day?
Yes.
We like, just leave it inside because we shut down. We didn't take clients or nothing for a month.
Right.
Just leave it in the shop. So he got mad. In my mind, I thought that's what he did. He just left it in the shop and he was going to just finish it tomorrow. He said, forget y'all, and left it all in our parking lot while it rained. And the stuff was just dissolving
Oh, my God.
everywhere and ain't answered the
So
phone
our
calls.
landlord did not play
Oh
that.
my God.
And no, and that, then I said, I got to be out of there before I need some more maintenance done because I'm ready to take him to the
So what?
store.
He left? He left that job?
You know,
Our shop job, yeah, but he hasn't had. I ain't had to have no problem at the house.
No, at the house.
act like you got a
okay.
problem. Hey,
No, not yet. It's my landlord's.
No,
maintenance.
that's what I'm saying. Like that. No, I'm just like, that's
Hold on,
crazy.
hold
If
on.
I needed something done, that's who the landlord
Leah.
would call out there. But I
Dewan,
haven't
you
had
probably
that.
thinking the
yet.
same thing I'm thinking. Leah, I will create a problem.
Man, my kitchen sink leaking.
My creating problem, I gotta have Uncle Junebug in the back that ain't got
I
nothing
will
to
create a
lose.
Man,
problem.
create a
Because,
problem. And when he pull up, you
I'm
better
working
get on
so.
his heels.
I've been working so hard. I'm gonna see him, and I'm gonna make sure he don't have no juice.
You one of
And
them.
he ain't getting in.
You one of them. When I see you, it's on the floor, but you will never see them.
No,
Like,
I'm gonna see him again. But
I got to.
I got to.
Unavoidable, definitely. He's
But
unavoidable.
I have to control myself too, so I need
Definitely,
this
and then
space.
so with having a business like this, you have to be careful with everything you do
Yeah.
because like people are crazy. And
Yeah.
I don't got time to be replacing no shop window. I done got my car window busted out. I
Oh
don't
my
be doing, like,
goodness.
Yeah.
Gracious.
So I have to be
People stay bored when they
Yeah,
get bored.
people do.
Like,
Yes, they
just-
do. So that's why I
I
gotta
don't
be
like you.
smart
I'm
on
about to
how
go
I
out stay
move.
bored. They will send clients to you. I've had people come that's messed with my daughter's dad. They would come sit in my chair. Girl, my friend messed with your baby daddy. Oh, for real?
We just
my.
never know.
You
Wow.
just literally
Wow.
never know.
Wow.
So it's
That's
like when you own a hair
crazy.
salon, it's crazy. You got to be really on your P's and Q's because at
Any business
given,
at that.
definitely.
Because
But
if you was
especially
beefing with
that,
somebody and they come knock your windows out, you know what I mean? These
Right.
people just be, if they don't got
Bored.
nothing to lose
Right.
and they ain't getting where you want to go,
Right.
they definitely be trying to hate.
Jamo
definitely
said,
can
what
pick and choose
business
your
did
battles.
this? Save future clients. Very unprofessional. Yeah, I feel you, girl. Like, yeah, he needs to be exposed because that's not cool.
it was so crazy. But I'm just so happy it's over and it looks
Yeah.
so nice in there. Like
Yeah.
we can't even believe how it looked. It
Yeah.
looks so much different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came
You know
a
what,
long
though?
way.
It's,
Oh,
yeah,
we
it's
forgot
like,
you was on the phone.
All right, so I gotta go though.
But you know what? At the end of the day, it's like you cannot see the rainbow if you don't go through the storm. You know what I'm saying? You can't have anything in life if you don't go through a struggle, because you're not going to appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And so it's the struggle that we go through that in the end we appreciate. Like, dang, I'm glad I went through that.
I go in there and just sit on the floor sometimes. Like,
believe that. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So I think that's, you know, that's a major part of life. Like, you know, we've been open now since August 1st. So it would be what? Have we been? No, next month will be 6 months. Next month will be our 6 month. February 1st will be our 6 month anniversary. And you know, we've been through some things. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad we've been through those things, because it allows us to stretch one another. It allows us to learn one another. It allows us to see where we, you know, where our weaknesses are, where our strengths are, and you know, where my weaknesses are. They, and you know, complement
it. Definitely us, because it was so many situations where. So I'm the nonchalant one. I'm the whatever. We pay some money and get it fixed.
Right.
She is the we not paying no more money. We not paying nothing else.
You don't got kids, right?
I have one kid.
Oh, you do? Okay. She got more kids. So
I'm the big sister, big mama.
You're a little older too, so I think that just comes from like.
I'm the big sister, big mama.
You're a little older too, so I think that just comes from like.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Absolutely.
So I'll be like, damn, because I'll be the one be like, hell no. And I'm like, okay, let me try something different.
Let me try a different
approach.
So
I just brought my little doo-doo-dee, like, so, what do you... Yes, we on the same type of stuff. So when she give me that green light, I'll be like, yes, I can trip, because she gonna feel me.
Right.
It be like that, get him. Because I'm so nonchalant, I can't even help it. I be trying to care about stuff, and it just don't work.
Yeah.
Like, I be trying, and it just don't come out. Like, I can't make the words come out. I can't make the anger come out.
Mine be already out.
I envy you, because I wish I
But
could
didn't I tell you that? I'm like, it's so different with y'all being Aries, how different y'all are.
Yeah,
you so quiet and nonchalant,
because I am not like that.
My type of
I would say as I've gotten older, I've gotten a lot better, but I definitely, like at 22, I was like the complete
But sometimes
opposite.
it be in my way that I don't care, because I don't care. So it'd be like.
But she said that's something you want to work on, to care a little bit more.
Like, I be trying, because I feel sometimes that I'm like unsensitive, but it's not that I'm unsensitive. It's just I be having other stuff.
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, when I was your age, I didn't give a fuck about nothing.
I
didn't care about anything. I was very nonchalant. Like, I did not care.
It is.
Yep, I was that way at 22. I was. Now that I think of it, and I think I just got different because I just got older, and then with kids, I just got a little bit different.
Definitely, especially because I'm so
multiple kids.
Because I'm so nonchalant, like I get ran over a lot. Well, they be thinking they be running over me.
Yeah, but really,
but in my head, like I don't care.
No, but really,
and she be so mad. Like, no, you was supposed to smack her. You was supposed to dog her, and it just be like, I don't care.
No, but you know why? You know what the glorious thing about that is that you hurt them when you do that.
Because she was just telling me this last night.
They come and they do those things. They come and they sit in your chair looking for a reaction. They thought they were a factor in your life. But when they realized, when they sat down in your chair,
dang, she really they realized that they were not a factor. Like, right. You are so nonchalant. I never expected you to be like that. Like, you really don't be caring. I really don't care. But
that messes people's worlds up way more than giving that loud ass obnoxious reaction.
And then I said,
I'm trying to tell people that, bro.
For real. Like, that's what I've learned, and that's why I've become
definitely
this way.
have been learning that too. Like, y'all picking with me because y'all want to see me act a fool.
They want you to react.
I'm not gonna do it.
Listen, I'm just gonna sit here.
But you know,
I ain't gonna do that.
I've noticed when they say put that anger into something else, because people, like we said, gonna talk regardless. So let me just go ahead and put this.
I might as well get some money behind it.
Yeah, you gonna talk regardless. So be mad that I'm not mad and get into the bag.
Right. So Asia is definitely. I'm the little sister because I'm only 22. They both older than me. So because they both be like, why are you not doing this? You was supposed to. And they be going in on me. They be going in on me.
Slightly. She's a little more aggressive. I'm on the low a little bit.
So me and Age is like friends. Shay is like mama's sister.
Right.
She like
auntie.
Mama auntie. No, it's mama.
I'm not claiming
she
that.
either gonna be my mama or she gonna be my sister. And I remember just going through certain situations. And I'd be like, dang, come and tell Shay.
It's only because I respect and admire the fact that she's so young. So I'm like, dude, when you get my age, ain't no room for error. I've done it. I've messed up.
Yeah.
I want you to be better than me. Some people get jealous and intimidated to see somebody younger doing their thing. But no, that's why we be on you doing. Like, no, by the time you get our age, because we screwed up. We did enough for you.
Yeah.
Don't do it again.
Yeah.
I wish I had somebody
follow down our road.
Yeah, because I didn't have nobody guiding me and telling me the right thing. So I'm like, if I can fit in where I can, no, you gonna get this, little sis.
Yeah.
Or
Or
mama
mama.
thinking I don't be listening. So then when I be like, yeah, remember when you had told me 6 months ago, I ain't show it, but I was listening.
And that
I
makes
heard
me feel good.
You know
so-
what? That's us as Aries, though. One thing about an Aries is we have to take it back to the, like we have to sit and marinate on it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like we might not listen right away. We might not take heed right away, but we're listening. We're soaking it in, and then we go back. We sit back and we think about it. You know what I mean? And then we gonna come back and be like, you know what? Hey,
You did tell me
You know
that
what
one
I'm
time 6 months ago. I did hear you.
yeah. You know what I mean? For sure.
You're ready to listen now.
That's definitely the Aries in you.
But I do like that though, because I do want to be the person that people come to, and I have to learn too that people don't get stuff like I do. I be so mad, like you don't understand, like I
I swear,
understand.
you be like, girl.
Hey, I hate that.
Huh?
I hate that.
Yeah.
People don't get stuff like you do. I be trying to explain stuff to my granny. She'll never do it. She'll never do it.
Not your granny.
He always talking about his granny.
Not your
With your
granny.
granny.
Okay.
Listen, man, me and my granny is like my mom. Like that's like my
But that's me and my granny. It's that generation gap, especially when you look at them like your mom, and you be like, Granny, come
they
on.
raise
I'm
you.
ready to square up with my granny. If you want my granny, I sleep you. Well, I'm sorry, granny.
Granny with a hook.
I be calling shade. Like, I'm about to walk in
They're
the house
definitely
and put
millennials.
Wait a minute. Listen, y'all. If I would have thought about
They're
squaring up with
definitely
my granny,
millennials. Yeah.
I would have been on the floor.
They're definitely millennials because that ain't.
Listen, y'all don't
But
get
they
it.
always
Y'all
say
just don't
it.
get
I know, I get it, but y'all just be irritated that they don't get it fast enough, and it take them a long time to understand
But
what
it
you're
be the
trying to
fact
say.
that they think they know everything.
Yeah.
Like, girl, you don't even know what you're talking about.
My granny.
Okay, on that note, we want to say thank you to our sponsors, Lima Humidop and Hotbox. If you would like to become a sponsor of the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show, you can send your info to Rise and Grind at the morning show. I mean, no, what is it? Rise and Grind at the419grind.com. And you can become a sponsor of the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show. So shout out to Lima Humidop and Hotbox. And we're going to take a quick break. So make sure
Don't
you
go
guys
nowhere,
stay
because
tuned.
we coming back on it. The millennials want to say something.
Yeah, we coming back to
We
the
gonna
Grammys.
say-
though.
And I am Arlinda Self. Kids, family upbringing, being there for your spouse, finances, being a wife and a husband, trying to be together and be individuals at the same time, which is one of the things
It took a while.
it's taken a while,
It's-
but
it has
it's the
taken
fun
a while.
part. We're
Yep.
learning that.
That's what marriage is.
It's a process.
It's a life journey.
I like
it's not
that.
an overnight thing. Yeah, because I know there's a lot of days where I'm trying to be individual. I get on your nerves because of my individual ways. I can tell you one thing for damn sure though. Definitely get on my nerves. It be a lot. She definitely gets on my nerves, but I love her.
I get on your nerves.
Yes, it's possible. You do a lot. What's wrong? What's the problem? What's wrong? Hey. I am Lance Self,
And I am Arlinda Self.
and this is the Self-Explanatory Podcast, presented by 419 Grind.
Listen on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and wherever podcasts are heard.
Very underrated stand-up comedian, Jamie Foxx.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's my icon. I'm gonna just say that, him and Cedric the Entertainer, because I always felt like I can sing too, but all that's my favorite. So Jamie Foxx for me is Jamie. So if we ever had to say who we wanted to be with in another life, I wanted Jamie Foxx. I wanted.
Whoa.
this money. My back. This right here, love vibe. Sit back, smoke it high. I'm about to ride with you all night. Like, my back. Oh, you none. Baby, let's get this jump. I'm about to roll you some. Like, my back. This right here, love vibe. Sit back, smoke it high. I'm about to ride with you all night. Like, my back. Oh, you none. Baby, let's get this jump. I'm about to roll you some. Like. I'm about to roll you some. Like. I'm about to get this jumping. Like. She know me. I'm a car. I'm a bus. Take no loss. Slide that thong in the real like. She don't love it. This White House, no glove. Man, they all for go. It's many, mighty more. See, you can love them. See, I'm a photo with a grandma mo. She gon' do them all like, I double back, hit it twice. I'm real night. As long as right. See, I don't even need the lights. My pipe game so right. I'm real night. No Superman, I'm in this vibe, right? In this vibe, right? I'm in this vibe, right? Baby pirate, right? Baby doing me right, like, This right here, love vibe. Sit back, smoke it high. I'm about to ride with you all night, like, oh, you none. Baby, let's get this jump. I'm about to roll you some, like, This right here, love vibe. Sit back, smoke it high. I'm about to ride with you all night, like, oh, you none. Let's get this jump. I'm about to roll you some, like. Add and subtract whatever you feel don't go. I don't expect all of them to stay.
You funny.
Welcome back.
You are now listening to the Rise and Grind Morning Show, presented by 419 The Grind.
Welcome back. You are tuned into the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your girl, Miss Leah Renee, and my girl, Shay K.
Hey.
And we got in the building my boy, DeJuan.
Yes.
Jay Cool.
Yes.
Hey. My girl, Tamara Young.
Yes.
And my girl, Asia Monique.
What up?
What's up?
Yes. So, yes, in case you're just tuning in or in case you missed it, this is Beauty Week. And we're bringing in stylists, barbers, nail techs, people who are in the beauty industry all this week so that we can talk about what's going on in the beauty world. Because, hey, it's a million billion dollar industry right now, definitely. And it's it's definitely doing numbers. So I've definitely been enjoying this conversation.
Most definitely.
But before I want to say thank you to our sponsors, Lima Yumadop and Hotbox Bistro. Again, if you would like to become a sponsor, send your info to Rise and Grind at the419grind.com and you can become a sponsor. Shout out to everybody on the live. Yes. Hello to Jason, Brianne,
Good morning.
Cheryl, Glenn.
Good morning.
Who else we got on here? Damo, TJ, Kayla, Tierra.
Good morning, guys.
Drea. My mommy's on the live. Hey, Mom. Breezy's
Dukes.
on the live. Hey, Mom.
Breezy.
My boy Jay is on the live. Hey, y'all.
Councilwoman McPherson, look what she said
What
about
she
the
said?
grannies.
Oh, my boy Rel is on the live. Hey, everybody.
They about to
Now, Councilwoman Sandra McPherson. She says, grannies know what you don't know, and grannies need to be respected. She's there when everyone else isn't.
Listen,
That's facts,
Can I respond to that?
Go ahead.
So we not talking about the stuff like the life lessons that grannies know. We talking about like
up to date,
like
being
trying to keep them hip.
I'm trying to show you on Facebook, but you know Facebook, or like how you know Facebook, but I'm showing you Facebook. That makes sense.
I think though what she's saying too, what she's kind of saying is like at the end of the day, you guys have to respect that even with something like that, those are our elders. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for them because for one, they're getting to a stage where they're in their last stages. You know what I mean? And it's hard for seniors. You know what I'm saying? Because they are at the end of their lives. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of hard to like come to that realization of like, I'm older now, I'm getting whatever. And when young people, I think, try to tell them about themselves, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I've been doing this for 90-some years. I don't need you. You know what I'm saying?
How old is your granny?
My granny, was she 64?
Yeah, my granny like 66.
Your granny is the same age as my mother.
What that mean?
So
what that got to do with that?
Oh my goodness.
What got to do with what?
What that got to do with her
He was
knowing
about to get to the
Facebook?
statement.
You didn't
my
even.
bad.
No,
That's the problem.
I'm good. That's the problem. Right?
Y'all don't listen. Y'all try to talk too much. Y'all don't know how to listen.
Go ahead, clear it up, J. Cool.
No, I'm good.
No, I wanted to hear
We wanted to hear.
I'll tell y'all later when you go.
Okay. That's the problem. See, what y'all need to learn is y'all got one mouth and 2 ears for a reason.
But the one do that good, he just did that to me on break. So and it was like, wait, I didn't even get to finish the response. Like, be patient.
Right. Yeah. You know, it's okay though.
I'm a fast-paced type of guy.
We get that. But
right. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
he said you ain't.
Oh, so we being funny, huh?
Oh, you want to talk about mama?
No. Okay, so you guys feel like it's your responsibility as the millennials to keep us old people on our toes.
Definitely.
Okay.
She keep claiming that I'm forever young, even
Didn't
when
you
I get
just ask
60.
me,
I'm saying that because that's how they look at us. I'm saying that's their idea. You know what I mean?
Weeks ago, you said, "How do I share this?"
Right. So exactly. So no matter what you think of yourself, they look at us as like we're the old people.
But he said because you asking questions about that. So if you stay hip to the stuff, he trying to get you
I'm
hip now.
keeping you hip, but I'm saying like, how you gonna tell me how to share it if you don't know how to share it? Like my granny be trying to tell me stuff that she answered.
That's what I get that part.
You know, it's again. I think it's just the thing. You know, with seniors, they're seniors. They feel like, you know, I know this, and you're a kid. You ain't gonna tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's how she feels. You know what I'm saying? About whatever. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? That I think that's how they feel. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I'm just saying.
I already listen to a certain extent though.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna cap. So
yeah.
How's she doing with the 6 months minding her business? 6 months.
But you just said she don't though. So now you're contradicting yourself.
She listens to a certain extent.
I'm confused now. I'm confused. You going in circles.
Anyway, no, she ain't doing too well with the 6 months. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
But that's a granny thing. They don't have nothing. So like my granny, 3 in the morning, Facebook scrolling.
But she retired.
Miss Mamas, what are you doing?
She said Miss Mamas.
Go to sleep. What are you doing? And I will get on her
Sometimes
page.
it's hard to
her
sleep
page,
at night.
and she just be sharing her page. If you a missing kid report, she share every missing kid report.
That might be an old person thing because
I know.
listen,
People do that
the
too.
other night I was up looking dear as hell till like 4 a.m. posting on Instagram because I don't use my Instagram page a lot. So I told myself like going into New Year I'm really gonna start using my IG page. So when I went back to my IG page to look, I haven't had posted anything since before I got pregnant with my daughter, which was like a year and a half ago. So I just started flooding my timeline with all my recent pictures, and I was like looking at everything on Instagram, and I'm like, and I was just literally up till like 5 a.m. just doing it because I couldn't go to sleep though.
She be chilling.
But you was just posting pictures of your stuff.
You had some
or was
vitamins.
you reposting stuff too?
No, it was just all stuff of like me and my kids.
No,
That's the problem. I actually my goal going into the new year was to quit smoking, and so that was my first day not having my vitamins, and I actually did very well throughout the day. But then when nighttime hit,
you'll be like, oh,
listen, nighttime hit, and shit got real. Okay,
like, all right, God, me and I just do a hat,
man.
Too much. Like, if I just
you try to negotiate.
Shit got real, man. Listen, I started negotiating like, okay, well, what if I just cut back? Like,
yeah, let me take
one day at a time.
Day 4, Leah, have you gone 4 days strong, or did you negotiate?
We negotiated. We had a negotiation.
Okay,
and we decided we're just gonna cut back.
Okay,
I do need it for sleep. Exactly. I do need it for sleep. So I decided to cut back.
Can't just jump in.
And yeah.
But like, what's the problem? I don't understand. Like, because, I don't see the problem though.
Well,
like,
for me, honestly, like, you don't see the problem because you're 18. I didn't see the problem when I was 18. When I now 37, I've been 20 years. You'll see the problem after 20 years.
So, like, give me the problem.
It's affecting me. It's affecting my memory. It's affecting my my time management skills. It's affecting everything. You know what I'm saying? So I would be more accomplished. I would be more productive. I would be more than what I am right now if I wasn't doing it. And that's just my honest.
Don't help you though.
That's just my honest thing. I've been lying to myself, programming myself to believe that it's helping me, and it's not been helping me. Even with my anxiety and depression, it's not helping because it only soothes me for that moment. As soon as the high comes down, I'm still depressed and I'm still going through it. So then I got to smoke again. Then I got to keep smoking, and now I'm just high all day long for no reason. Like, no, I can't do that. I got shit to do. I can't just be high all day long for no reason.
But that's why I think it's gonna be interesting that the Car Chronicles show coming, because they saying a different type of strands is an upper or a downer. So have you tried? Like,
but even besides that, it's like it's more to it. Like even with, it's not a difference for me. Uppers or downers is still the same. Like I still like feel like I'm more productive when I'm not on it. And then when I don't, because there have been times when I've quit. And when I quit, I see now what people who don't smoke are saying about us. Like we be looking silly as hell. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we look silly, we stink, we walk around smelling like weed. Like it's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? And I never realize it until I quit. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, wow, that's how I be looking. Like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Like people being drinking, you be like, look at them acting all crazy.
I feel like everybody got their thing that they cope with. Like some people,
it's depending on how you handle it too. Though I mean,
no, this is just my personal. You know what I'm saying? Like my personal. Yeah, it is. But you're right. It's different for everybody. You know,
real creative, and they be up and they be doing their thing. It just depending on what you use it for.
Doing all type of stuff, writing songs.
Look, you even text me about some new ideas.
I'm texting her about
writing songs. I don't do nothing. I do absolutely nothing.
Exactly, girl. I be in a zone, like
I be like, I'll be having my whole day planned out. I'm gonna smoke, I'm gonna do this, then when I get done, and then it's like smoke, I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna just do one thing.
Girl, exactly. And it's
like,
around.
I do the rest tomorrow.
Yeah, I just do it tomorrow. Like, no. And so I've realized that like now it's coming to a place in my life, personally for me, where it's affecting me. Definitely. And so now I have to be real with self. And it's like, all right, now enough is enough.
Keeping yourself accountable.
Enough is enough. It's time to calm it down. You know what I'm saying? You got shit to do.
So would you say you would do it from the start your morning and to end your night, or how you think that you doing your cutback? You want to just do it once at night?
You know, I didn't do it this morning to start my morning, which I usually do. So, and I feel great. So I think that I am going to continue this. And yesterday I didn't start my morning with it. So even when I did go and finally like break down, it was like in late in the day. It was like after my whole day was
after
over.
It's done. So, and that's what I was gonna say. When I would rather do it once I'm done.
You always say that too. Like after I'm done, this is my go to sleep.
And that's what I noticed is like I felt so much better in these last few days throughout the day. I'm more productive. I'm thinking. I'm writing my shit down. I'm working on my vision board. Like I'm on top of my shit now. I'm thinking about what I need to do. And then when it comes time to go to sleep, now roll that thing up and lights out. You know what I'm saying? Time to sleep. But yeah, so I think that I do want to try, because you know me and Jesse were talking about that before the show. You know, Jesse talks a lot about how he uses CBD, you know, because that's not THC, but it does help with different things. So I would like to give that a try and see if like you know, that'll help too. So because it is, you know, one thing for sure with me battling with depression and having bipolar disorder and all of these things, like I have to keep myself like balanced, you know what I'm saying? And so
and it's an everyday struggle.
Yeah, like I don't want to get on any type of like medication, you know what I'm saying? My mom is a retired psych nurse, you know, and she worked for the state of Ohio as a psychiatric RN for her whole career, and she's like very against it. Like even with my son, you know, they were saying that my son has these developmental disabilities, and they my sister had said she felt like we should get him on something, and my mom was like, no, don't do that, don't put him on that. Don't get him hooked. So I would rather, you know, just have my vitamins. but I have to be honest with myself about how to manage it. You know, so I've been abusing it. I haven't been using it to my benefit. So
that's how you use the tools.
Yeah, that's what we said. It ain't what you do, it's how you use it.
Definitely.
So, so what's your guys' like go to for, because you don't smoke?
I'm just a hitter. 2-3 puffs and that'd be it.
Okay, so you do smoke.
But I wouldn't be able to hang. Yeah, I was about to say, they always tell me I'm not auntie to just, what's up? Look.
Let me just smell it. Let me just come out there so I can just smell.
And then I'm making up the drinks. I'm bartender shaking.
Conversation for real.
I swear. I'm like, okay, let me see what level they on.
What's your specialty drink?
Anything.
That's Sunrise. Orange juice.
What is it? That's Sunrise.
Oh, the one that you gave me. Oh yeah, she had us in here on the New Year's Eve.
That's what
New Year's Eve we had a show. She had us all off.
Yes.
I was so sick.
But we've been drinking that though.
I don't know. It hit me like a.
Did you mix it? Did you mix it with something else?
No, she had
the orange juice.
Shots of Taylor. Yo, I probably threw up like 8 times.
Wow.
I had a headache.
From Taylor.
But I don't know why it did her like that, because that wasn't our first time drinking that. We always drink that. Sometimes I do. 10. Sometimes I do.
So
sometimes.
Would you rather be intoxicated or drunk? I mean, intoxicated or high?
High.
It depends on the day.
All day long.
High.
I'm not good.
And I was a
Listen,
drinker. Like I wasn't. You know, most people start smoking real young. I was drinking young, like 15.
And I
was drinking young, like the vodka, the bumpy face gin. We was drinking whatever we could get our hands onto. I'm like, I'm not smoking. I'm not doing that.
That's what I never understood about the stigma on marijuana. Is like I've never smoked, but I was never against it because a lot of people are drunk. And they drunk drive.
Yeah.
And they're drunk and they get violent, right? Or they get sick and they end up killing themselves.
Yeah.
From liver damage or whatever.
Yes.
Marijuana doesn't do anything like that.
Yeah. You be so nonchalant.
But actually, I will say though, I had to. Speaking of liquor, I got a DUI a few years ago, and when I got it, I had to go through the whole, you got to go through a whole lot to get your stuff back together and get my license back and all of that. And I had to do this 3-day thing instead of going
hotel.
Instead of going to jail, I had to go to this hotel for a weekend basically and do this program. And in that program, they taught us that now that's becoming a thing though. Like it's not just about drunk driving. It's called under the influence, and that counts. If you're high on weed, you can get a DUI. Like it's a DUI.
Well,
I feel like with that, like the government do different things to control people, like
of
to
course,
control the stuff
absolutely.
that you do. We know that driving, like I drive high all the time. That don't affect me. Like,
don't say that on.
Right. I take that back.
I'm in my granny driveway. I'm in my granny
get the company car when we have one.
They about to get hit to my license plate. I drive all the time.
But it is crazy that that's just now happening though. DUIs has always been around.
Just
Well, that's because they're legalizing marijuana, so they have to regulate it somehow.
But the liquor definitely causes so much more damage. I feel like
you see way more people get hurt off liquor.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
For sure. And it's crazy. It's so everywhere. It's taking everything.
And then just like with the health risks, because like Jesse said, with liquor, that's one of the most major things that can cause death. And with weed, that's like a medicine. You know what I mean? So it's like
it help heal the body.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
What were you about to say?
Damn.
I thought you were about to say something. My bad. Dang. Gosh. Shout out to Payne. He said, glad you snapped back from that, Leah Renee. Everything happens for a reason. Thank you, Payne. Yeah, hey, you got to go through things and then you got to snap back. It just is what it is. That's by the grace of God. It ain't nothing but the grace and mercy of my Savior, because it sure ain't me. You know what I mean? It sure ain't me. I thank God. Shout out to Cheryl Williams. She said, my go-to, especially during a later point in the pandemic, is a walk, at least 2 miles a day. She said she rode 7 miles home from the 419 grind when she picked up her financially lit prize last week. Yes, she rode on her bike out here to come check out the studio, and she rode 7 miles, and it was cold that day. But shout out to Dr. Vic for being here.
I cannot exercise.
Dr. Vic was here, and he greeted her, and she got to give him a hug, and she got to get warm in the studio for a little bit. So yes, thank you, Cheryl. We appreciate that. But what were you saying?
I cannot exercise.
Girl, listen, I'm the same way. Like I think the last time I exercised was right after I had my daughter. I went to the park.
I miss the gym.
Actually, I'll say like in the summertime. In the summertime, I am good. Like I enjoy going to the park and walking and But when it gets cold, it's like.
Yeah, I need to start working out, man.
Yeah, I gotta get back to the gym.
No more. Like I feel like I be getting fat.
I never played a sport. I never played sports.
I ran track for my freshman year, and then when I was old enough to start working, I was like, I don't want to do sports. I want to work. I want to get to this check. I was trying to get to a check early.
Running track, that didn't make you want to run like
more after? Yeah.
After, like, that's why I started running.
No,
because I missed
didn't.
running track.
No.
Didn't you run track, Asia?
I ran track, yeah.
Did you still run?
Mm-hmm. When I want to.
Right.
It's not, consistent, but when I want to.
That's how I am. Yeah, I'm definitely not consistent with it.
2 summers ago, maybe last summer, I ran like 3 miles a day every day.
Oh, wow.
I was in shape.
Yeah, I missed the gym because I was in the LB 6 days a week.
And she would go right before, so she would go before school. Shay would call me at 5 in the morning.
Oh, I hate them friends.
That's dedication right there.
That's dedication. It was to the point I would just put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
But that's only because she said she was going to go too, and then she just be like, yeah, no, never mind. I'm not going to meet you there.
My mind isn't
and that's what I'm about to start back going to. I got to.
She said it yesterday too.
Yeah, because you
start going back.
Once you be getting active and stuff, and like you said, and you just just be sitting there. You start feeling stuck, like that energy, and I have to do it in the first day. I can't do. I'm not one of those people that work and then go in the evening. I have to start my morning
because once you do finally work out, it does take a lot to get out the bed and do it. But once you start doing it, you feel so much. You feel so good going throughout the day. Like you do.
I know. Look,
that's how it is with this.
The one used to ask me, he said, "How do you get up with so much energy?" Like, cause I'm used to getting up early and running, but I take my vitamins every day.
Yeah,
that's how I have energy. Otherwise,
what kind of vitamins do you take?
You know,
I take my energy and my nutrients, so I'll be up on 20. So
I take all the vitamins. I take vitamin C. I take a multivitamin. I take vitamin D. I still.
You ain't got your nutrients and energy.
First thing in the morning before you eat anything.
What's wrong with you?
Really?
Yes.
That's good.
With a glass of orange juice.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
It's just that young mind, though.
Good morning,
I'm so used to because y'all stay up late. I can't stay up late no more. I'll be up in the morning. Like even when I start going to the gym, I got to be in bed by 9:30.
9:30.
So I can get up.
But we young, so like even when I was 18, I could not get up in the morning, and I would always say I'm not getting no job that I gotta work in the morning.
When I worked first shift, I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. She said no party.
Oh, when I worked
I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning and went to bed at 11:30.
Yeah, like when I worked at Channel 13 and Channel 11, I had the most horrible schedule. Like I had to on one day I had to be there at 3:30. No, there was 2 days out the week I had to be there at 3:30 in the morning. So I would have to get up at like 2, you know what I mean, and be there by 3:30. Actually, I had to be there by 4, so I would make sure I was there by 3:30. And then on the other 2 days, I would have to work the second shift, the night shift.
Oh,
and so it was horrible. Yeah. And then like because I was part time and new, you know, they throw all the holidays on you. I worked every single holiday, every single weekend. It was horrible. Wow. I hated it.
For me, it gotta be like something I like this. I like to do this, so I get up early. Yeah, but
I love to do that though. So that's why
I'm still late here.
Yeah, I think that's why
8:35.
I
8:55 sometimes.
I enjoyed what I was doing though, so I think that is why I was able to get up and go do it, because it was in my field. It was what I wanted to do. I was, I wanted to be a journalist. I want to be in this field, so it was like that was the motivation. But it was still like it was rough.
It's gonna be hard until you make it a habit.
Yeah.
Like I hated when I first started working at Jeep. I got up at 4 o'clock, but I went to bed at 7 o'clock. Because it was so hard for me to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's why I said I would have
until I started doing it consistently, like every day. So by year 5, it was okay.
Damn. That ain't no hope. So I would have been doing it for 5 hours.
About me,
I thought he was about to say after 5 months. He's talking about after 5 years.
I'm gonna quit me a job. You blink at me twice. All right, man. I'll see y'all later.
That's me right there.
I promise. Hey,
me too quick to quit, man. That's why I got
6 W-2s coming in the mail. I don't play.
I swear. And I be mad. Like, dang, where's the other one at? Like, dang, where's
I be like, I only worked there 2 weeks. It's okay anyway. We're gonna let that work.
Follow next year. I got 3 years on this job. Follow next year.
That's terrible.
You know what? That's why I was a dancer for so long, because I had gotten to that lifestyle and I had got to a place where I was an independent contractor. I'm my own boss. I make my own rules, and I didn't have to answer to anybody. You know what I mean? And when you get used to that, it's hard to switch over into
especially
having a boss.
Like now that I've been doing hair so long and surviving off of it, like not even surviving, I've been living great.
Yeah, right.
Right.
You not gonna tell me how much you gonna pay me,
right?
And tell me what to do,
right?
You gotta pick one.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do, but you're not gonna tell me when I'm gonna work and what I'm gonna do and how much you gonna pay me.
And got the nerve to tell me I can't be off. You gonna miss something? Like, I can't.
No, you're not gonna do that to me.
No,
it's a sacrifice I gotta make right now in order to make my entrepreneurship.
Oh, for sure. You have to. I gotta go back to it. I'm in nursing school right now. Once I graduate, I'm gonna have to go back into being a worker. It is what it is.
I gotta sacrifice.
Eventually, I want to open up my own aftercare plastic surgery spot. You know what I'm saying? Because plastic surgery is a move right now. There's so much money in that. But I have to be a worker first to learn that whole industry and learn that whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
But that's even with us at school. I mean, it was just because it was school. It was still, we felt like we was slaving in that. We had to be there, and we didn't get paid from that. Like we didn't get paid from that. Yeah.
Definitely.
So anything that you want to do as an entrepreneur, you definitely got to make the sacrifices and stuff.
And I realize as I get older, everybody isn't meant to be an entrepreneur though. Because even it's so many downsides to being an entrepreneur. Because although like I work for myself, I feel like I work more now because I work for myself than when I just had a job. Because at this job, I knew I work 9 to 5, Tuesday with them. With hair, it's 3 in the morning. Excuse me, I have an appointment tomorrow. Like they don't play. Yeah. So like. It definitely take discipline.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
With both jobs. So being that I work for myself, I'm not getting up at no earlier than 9 o'clock. It's over with. Asia can get up at 6 o'clock and do her whole day. Like I admire that because me.
Okay, get to it.
I'm not getting to it before 9 o'clock.
Right.
And I can't. Like I just can't make myself do it.
But that's the upside of it, being able to set your rules and being able to figure out how you're going to do it.
The great thing is that you know what works for you. And being an entrepreneur, you're able to operate. Look at Chick-fil-A. I mean, Chick-fil-A decided we're not going to open on Sundays because this is our, for spiritual reasons. And Chick-fil-A,
I always wanted on Sunday.
Chick-fil-A makes more money than all of them put together.
And they got their customer service down.
And their customer service is amazing. That's because their leader, another thing.
14.
Yeah.
Another lead, their leader is, I learned about him when I was in school getting my master's. And he basically said, I don't have my master's yet, but I was in a master's program and they teach a lot about, in the master's field, about like self-servant. Being a self-servant, you know what I mean? Because corporations in history, they've always operated just off of like making a profit, and what they've realized is that has been damaging for business for real. So if you're not first and foremost taking care of, one, your employees and the people up under you, and then two, your customers should come after your employees, for real. Like they say customers should come first. No, your employees should come first, because if your employees aren't happy, and if they're not taken care of, then nobody's gonna be
When I
happy.
worked at McDonald's, we all had attitudes in there.
You could tell.
Everybody, I worked at the McDonald's on Doran Collinwood. When I say the whole McDonald's,
I worked there 23 years ago.
I never worked at. I see how angry you were. What were you saying? We was so unappreciated. Like it was just.
And so
we already working in the hood. So we got the customers being rude. We got the bosses being rude. The bosses ain't even around.
Right.
So now I'm on the speaker. You said you ain't want nothing else. You want to add something else.
Yeah, you know what? I love that you just brought that up, because I think we all know that McDonald's on Colleen, it's like I'm like, what the hell is wrong with these people? Like they are like, wow. But like you said, it's because of their leadership and the environment. If there's no morale there, you know what I'm saying? What do you expect from your employees? You know what I'm saying?
It's like that. I worked at the one on Lexus by the truck stop, like by the other people, you know, by
the other people.
On East Lexus, by the truck stop, by the hotel,
bars and stuff.
Man, they were still working me like a slave.
Yes, like, for $8. Like, oh my God,
I've never worked at McDonald's.
For you to talk to me crazy,
right? Not at all. Same thing with again, like
management.
Same thing again with the TV stations. You know what I'm saying? Like, no shade or nothing, but I'm just saying, like they think that they can talk to you any type of way, and just because I'm a part timer and just because I'm behind the scenes, like you're not gonna talk to me crazy. I'm a whole grown woman. I'm older than you. Like you're not gonna talk to me like that. You know
Shout
what I'm
out
saying?
to Damo.
It ain't happening.
She said McDonald's just throw stuff in the bag. The burger don't even get put together no more.
But that was another thing though. So everybody had a job. So that was another thing that I really hated. So I worked customer service. I was at the front. I would get the blunt of the grill. I didn't make your sandwich. You in here about to throw your sandwich at me. I don't even know what you. I just had your register. Miss Mama's. Chill.
A lot
A
lot of reasons why your food look like it look is because the people in the grill be mad.
They be hot. It ain't no space.
They try to tell you. They tell you exactly like if the sandwich supposed to get one pickle and you put two, they was making me remake it, and I wasn't feeling that.
Wow,
that's crazy.
I just don't like the fact that I don't like pickles on my sandwich at all. Like,
well, why did you put two if you're only supposed to put one?
And I say no pickles, and I get 5.
Who just wants one pickle though?
Say somebody ordered 30 cheeseburgers, right? You hurry up.
And you're just rushing. Right. Yeah.
But and he's not lying. So like,
that's crazy.
But why would you just want one pickle on your sandwich?
They really will have
flavor.
That's stupid. So I used to be a manager at McDonald's too. Like they literally have a guide of if you got a fry. One small fry is one ketchup. A medium is 2, a large is 3.
Yeah,
like,
they be clowning with that.
They
with the
really be on that.
sauces
So, and I used to count inventory. Like literally, I would count ketchup packets.
Oh my God, that's
hamburger sleeves 1 by 1. So like they really would keep track of that. Like, okay, we just opened this pack of pickles. We only made 30 sandwiches. Why are we at half a pick? Like they really would be on that. Like,
and that's crazy. See, I didn't work at McDonald's, but I worked at Subway, and
it's not enough money so you to be doing that.
You can see it right there. So I don't think we got problems.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why they winning. Like, and they're closed one day. Every other fast food industry is open 7 days a week. Chick-fil-A is the only one that isn't, and it is guaranteed. It's a proven fact that they make more money than all of them put together.
I mean, they be at your, they meet you in the parking lot. Like, oh, okay, it's 5 cars ahead of you. I got your order right here.
They got all the workers standing out the drive-thru getting
rain.
And one thing I hate too, you will be at McDonald's line. It's only 3 cars ahead of you. You in there for 2 hours. Chick-fil-A have 50 cars, and you'll be in and out that thing in 20 seconds. You will be like, dang, this line looks so long, but you know you about to get in there fast, and it's so crazy.
What they call that? The line of it. What is that called?
I don't know.
It's the type of line that they got.
I don't know.
Assembly line. It's the assembly line of this though. Like it's how they really work, and it's a job, and nobody step. That's the part of knowing your place. Like nobody step outside their job. Like I'm taking your orders, you making the drinks, you make. They are really a team. Like and nobody's part is more important or less important than anybody's part. Okay, you make the fries, you want the fries because without the fries, I can't complete the meal. Like you, it's important.
Yeah.
And that's how they get you through so fast.
Shout out to Damo. She said customers be wild too though with their orders though. Talk about no pickle, no mayo, 1 pack of ketchup. Like I feel you, Damo. Yeah, so like we gotta be.
No, what's that one that you used to have me on when I used to be like I always want to get fresh fries, so you would hit them with the no salt, and you was like your manager would be like they said no salt. Don't
I swear I had a manager like she did not play that. If you said no salt fries at McDonald's, you're not getting no salt packet. You said no salt.
But I used to say that so you can get fresh fries, and then you'd be like, let me get
so mad.
Your fries should be fresh though. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah, they should be, but they don't. But if you waiting for 20 minutes and it's only 2 cars, that'd be the thing. By the time your fries would be done, because I might have only ordered a fry, and then people ahead of me ordered 30 burgers. So by the time I get mine, they nasty and
Right.
I will say though, lately, so like the McDonald's on Durham Collinwood is under complete like they got a whole new management. They move on Chick-fil-A time, definitely. I will say that because I
which one is it?
On Durham Collinwood.
They switched it up. So it's probably like all new management stuff.
Yeah. And like I worked for him for like 2 weeks. I'm like, he think this Chrysler. Let me get him.
He came in and he wasn't here to play.
He was Chrysler. I have to go. I don't want to here. I gotta get out of here.
At least y'all got paid.
Y'all got paid Chrysler money.
Y'all get Chrysler paying y'all well.
Y'all getting like 6 figures.
So he trying to work them like a Chrysler and they get slaves.
When people say work you like a Chrysler is the easiest job I've ever had.
And y'all get money.
Yeah, that's the easiest job I've ever had.
I think people when they say work you like Chrysler, just because y'all do work a lot. Like y'all do work a lot of hours.
How y'all work? He every day. No days off. We doing switch weeks. We there over our shift, past our shift.
Oh no,
sir.
No overtime.
Where's the money?
Right.
No overtime.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'll never go back to
clock out and still work. No.
I don't care what I gotta do. It's gonna be
clock out and still work. Get off the clock and count this joy down. But this joy gonna take me 30 minutes.
Where's the union at?
Right. No such thing. That's why you here.
I need my union steward in here right now.
Immediately.
But now they work, so like I will drive all the way. Remember I called you yesterday, like I'm about to go to McDonald's by your house. I would come all the way from out here to go to that McDonald's because
they
like,
just stepped up.
I'm only going to the one on Secor and Lasky.
Yeah, y'all nasty for eating McDonald's.
But see, I was about to say, I don't even want to see sweet tea, but I just do a fry, but that's it, and that's only if somebody else is going. I will not
give me a 10-piece nugget with barbecue sauce.
Take me to Chick-fil-A.
I need that extra one though. I'll pay the 25 cents.
Chick-fil-A, but that's crazy because I really have to say like, okay, and I don't mind paying for it because you gotta pay for it. I know it's okay.
I already know.
They do have attitude.
Well, speaking of food places, we want to say shout out to our sponsor, Hot Box Bistro. If you would like to get a nice hot meal, go on down to Hot Box Bistro on, I believe it's 330 Erie Road.
332.
332 North Erie. So yes, Hotbox Bistro, and shout out to Lyman Umadop. If you would like to become a sponsor of the all new Rise and Grind Morning Show, make sure you send your info to Rise and Grind at the419grind.com. We're gonna take one more quick break before we close up the shop, and you guys stay tuned.
Iceberg want a bag, bitch.
Want a kid,
Came
baby.
from the bottom, I done seen it all. Had to watch my partner bleed. Yeah, right or wrong, riding with my dog. They the ones who struggle with me. Yeah, I made it far.
Welcome to Cloth Talk with Rob Lewis, where we bringing you nothing but exclusives, all the interviews, all the backline stories, all the stuff you don't hear and see every day. And every guest that you see on the show, they cut from that cloth. No, everybody ain't cut from that cloth. So sit back, enjoy the show.
You both day and night. Can't stop thinking about what we can have. I make mistakes, boy, but that's the past. Now I need something that's gonna last. Something that's better than sex. It's better than cashing the check. I wanna get lost in your love. I hope that you're giving it back. Don't you have me out here looking stupid, cause I put my trust in Cupid. Fairy tales really don't exist anymore, but I got a fantasy for it. They say I lost my mind, but I can fantasize. Can I? Fairy tales really don't exist anymore, but somehow I still believe in it. You said it's a waste of time, but I can fantasize. Can I? I just want my night, and it's shining on me. I'm your Cinderella, but time is not a problem, and I could be a queen. Just don't bring me no drama. Need you to be a king, to take home to my mama. I know you see it in my eyes, baby. I promise that I'll never lie, baby. So I hope you ain't surprised, baby, by the way I fantasize. Fairy tales really don't exist anymore, but I got a fantasy for it. They say I lost my mind, but I can fantasize. Can I? Fairy tales really don't exist anymore, but somehow I still believe in it. You said it's a waste of time, but I can fantasize. Can I? Fairy tales really don't exist. But I can fantasize.
They will come for you. They will rob you of your balloon and ask you to smile. They will come for you. They will come for your magic. They will come because your heart glows in the dark. Because you are familiar but not the same. Because there is love in your throat. Because every 9 months you give birth to a soldier. They will come for you just in case. So put your dreams in your front pocket. Use the ones before you as anchor points and erase the sun. The oppressed outnumber the oppressors. Protect your magic. Freedom is on the move. And they will come.
I remember nights I lost my mind, punched my wall, tossed my mouth, couldn't even pray. I ain't no God. 2 months later, lost my mom. Buried her in April, felt like the winter. Strong for the fam, cried in the limo. Knew I was depressed, Googled all the symptoms. Tried to shake it off, but it wasn't simple. Worked at the store, walked to the job, stole out the drawer. I gotta shine, register closed, give me some time. I got a sale, pump number 5. Knew I had to leave, damn, what's next? Fuck child support, taking my checks. After that, quit, thinking about the dog. DB made the news, fuck, that's my dog, man, fuck the law. I gotta flex, 40 had the orders, Roach brought the press. I got this shirt's material to test. Logo on it, I had $40 left. 125 to give me 50, did it 50 times a day. Asked Philly, then I hit the stage. Now I can't wake up.
You are now listening to the Rise and Grind Morning Show.
I think I'm gonna be a motivational rapper.
Shout out, Big.
Yes, welcome back to the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show. You are tuned in with your girl, Miss Leah Renee, Shay K, Asia Monique, Tamara Young, my boy Dewan,
what up with y'all?
and the one and only, the Media Tech of the Year, Jay.
The man with the plan.
Where does this Media Tech come from?
I don't know. One of our viewers wanted to know who the Media Tech is that she can get in touch with. She would like to get in touch with the Media Tech of the 419 Grind.
Sure, the email info@the419grind.com.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll hit.
And that person will respond accordingly.
Why are y'all laughing?
That's the way you respond.
It will be him to answer it. That's why. And that she must have missed it.
No, I didn't miss it. You missed it.
No, we didn't. That's why we laughing.
No, you missed what me and him. You missed it. But anyway,
Yeah, they missed it.
They missed it. They all missed it. It's okay.
I think I
can't.
Yeah,
we all got it. So, yeah.
Leah?
Anyway, moving on.
Right.
Okay, so listen, y'all. I wanted to say.
What y'all eating, first of all?
Lord.
He be on that. He don't like us to shout out nothing. He like, that is not our sponsor.
It's my favorite candy in the world.
We gotta blank it out.
Man, they're not paying us for that.
I love
What is these chewy things that's got some fruit in them?
This is just candy.
Okay,
That's
but
what it
listen,
is.
can I tell y'all? I want to talk to y'all about something real quick before we end the show. So, you know, I've talked to y'all about like situations with we talk about child support and stuff like that, right? We've talked about that on the show, and I've shared my issues on the show, you know, that I've had with my son's father and stuff like that, and the experiences that we had with child support and everything like that, and everything we went through. So I had put my son's father on child support, not out of being vindictive or anything like that. I did it at the time when I did it, you know, it was like 4 or 5 years ago. It was because we had broke up and he was not doing his part. So I went down, I put him on child support. Now, what happened was over the course of these last 3 or 4 years or whatever, he's been on child support and he hasn't made payments, and it's just collecting and collecting and collecting and collecting. So we went through a lot, you know, we went through some things. I put it, you know, I'm talking about this now because I've already put it out. Like I've went on Facebook, I vented, you know, things like that. People who know me know the situation. But anyways, as we've gotten older, we've learned, we've started to get along better, and he came to me and asked if I would take him off child support. And I was like, you know, I didn't want to do it at first because I'm like, no, you know, you need to do part, blah, blah, blah. But then I realized like child support really isn't helping us. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like it's not helping me and my son because we're not getting nothing out of it. Like if he's not making the payment, we're not getting it. So like what good am I doing keeping him on child support? It's just hurting him. You know what I'm saying? It's hurting him and it's not helping us. And while it's hurting him, it's hurting my kid, because if he can't accomplish anything in life, then it's gonna hurt my son. You know what I'm saying? So we were able to come to the resolution that we were going to go ahead and cancel the case out. We went down to child support. We closed the case out. And what I will say is, like, since we've, like, even before we did it and since we've done it, like, we've literally, like, we've developed, we've learned how to co-parent, you know what I'm saying? And he's gotten an interview for a job, and he's gotten his own place, and things are just now starting to look up for him. And now that it's starting to look up for him, he's now being a better father because of it. So I want to, you know, shout him out, and I want to say thank you, and I want to tell him that I'm proud of him, and I'm glad that we can come to terms with one another and be better, both of us be better for the betterment of our son. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I thought that going down to child support was going to make a difference or was going to help me, but putting them people in the mix didn't do nothing for us. It just, you know what I mean, created more tension and more problems and more issues. And I'm not saying nothing against it. I'm not saying, you know, that it's a horrible thing and nobody should do it. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying that I do now understand what a lot of people were saying as far as like that, you know, the child support system is like effed up, and you know, like a lot it's geared towards the women, which I think that's kind of a misconception. It's not. It wasn't geared towards for me because it didn't help me at all. So you know what I mean? They're lenient with a lot of those fathers. So it's not just geared towards the mother. But what I will say is I think that they need to do some revamping in the child support system, and they need to figure out some different things, because I feel like they didn't do anything to help him either. Like what they should have done, instead of taking their driver's license and throwing him in jail, why don't y'all make them go through a program to get a trade or something? You know what I'm saying? Like that would make more sense. Yeah. Don't take their driver's license, force them to go to have like
to go to work, because a lot of people won't go to work,
even if that means like
child support is
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that something needs to be done with that child support system, because it's not helping. It's creating a lot of tension and a lot of like you got parents out here who are enemies with one another, you know what I mean? And it's not hurting anyone but the kid. And so, you know, that's just my rant on that. And I just want to say that for me in my own personal situation, it's helped me by taking him off. And it's now helping him to be in a better position to be a better father. And that's all I ever wanted to begin with, was for him to just be a good father and, you know, take care of his son. So now that he's able and in a position to be a better father, now we're getting along better, and it's creating a happier situation for my child. And so, you know, I just wanted to share that with everybody, because it's such a issue, you know what I mean? And especially in our community, like we are at war with one another between men and women, and we have to stop. Like we have to stop it, especially if you guys have kids. Y'all got to get over that. Like we have to put our feelings and our disagreements and whatever to the side, and you have to think about the best, you know, the betterment of your child, like period. And so that was just really my moment on that, and that's it.
You know, you have to let her have her moment sometimes, you know.
I'm gonna always have my moment. You don't have to let me. But anyway, Shay K.
DeJuan, you ain't learned that by now?
You got your affirmation, Shay K?
I wasn't even saying it like that.
I know.
I get it. Yeah, I got my first affirmation of the day. Y'all ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Let me hold on. Go ahead.
Okay. Trust that the decisions that you are making are the right ones. They are bringing you into alignment with what you fully deserve. The right people and situations will present themselves to you when you least expect it. Leave the battle of the last few months behind. It's onwards and upwards from now at this point. It's 20.
My own body butter.
Oh, amazing.
That, so, yeah.
Oh, dope. And where can people Yeah, for sure. Because definitely, you know, I was just talking to somebody about that the other day, saying like, you know, I got to create 7 streams of income. That's how all the millionaires, they say you got to have 7 streams of income. Mm-hmm. So, yep, that's so funny that you said that. I was literally just talking to somebody about that yesterday.